Here's a kicker hoopla. When asked about the game engine of an indie game, a developer responded Unreal Engine. That's an industry standard. In 2024, we have Tekken 8 and Black Myth Wukong that use it. But no new Unreal Tournament, because Epic likes Fortnite more. But then this doofus said, oh, so you people can't develop jack. And then we got this tweet. Woke Studios always use pre-built engines to make games because they can't build their own engines. Yeah, Woke Studios, like the ones that made Black Myth Wukong and Tekken 8. Calling a game developer woke for using Unreal Engine is like calling a podcaster woke for using a Shure SM7B, or calling a vlogger woke for using DaVinci Resolve. I'm not sure what is so woke about using industry standard tools that are commonly used by everyone. Or is it because the game has no combat? Then why point the engine as the fault? If a no combat, chill out and relaxing game is woke, then screw me for playing truck simulators. That is not based at all, right? Oh, it's because woke people don't know how to make games. Takes one to know one, right? I too really hate it when people just throw around the word woke for anything they don't like, but the stupidity of the anti-woke crowds are still nothing compared to what they're fighting against, as that thread started a chain of insane reactions. Godot is a free and open source game engine used in plenty of indie games. The most notable game from that engine to me is Cruelty Squad, a bizarre acid trip of an immersive sim game. Godot decided in their brilliant mind to respond to a hoopla where someone said using a pre-made game engine is woke, and declared themselves that they are woke. I don't know why. If it's a fun jab to that dumb tweet, you didn't cite the tweet, so no one would get the reference. You just like calling yourself woke. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but people will disagree. And they did. And then you went on a mass blocking spree, even to people that have financed your free and open source game for merely disagreeing with you. This is why people don't like woke people. They cannot handle criticisms, and they run like a cult. Fighting social issues doesn't make you a good person, and if you are fighting for it, actually fight them rather than running and hiding, coward! The Godot Discord community manager has this to say about them supporting woke games. The drama was not created by Godot. Yes, it was. The Twitter X account decided to be political and escalated it by going on a mass blocking spree. If you think inviting queer people to share their game is politics, you are toxic, evil, and deserve to be disrespected. And you are a delusional, arrogant prick. It is political, and people don't want to talk about it. They want to talk about games. If Godot wants to encourage queer game developers to share their work, that's fine, but then you start blocking people because they complain that you're being political, which you are. Don't deny that. Being against bigots is political. Don't backpedal and say that it isn't, coward. Had you just let people disagree and not block them, the L would have been on them. Blocking people only makes your political stance weak, and you do not want to make being against bigots look weak. But you did, because you suck at it. Godot declared themselves woke, and people that don't want politics don't like that. But after the backlash, outrage, and going on a mass blocking spree to anyone that disagrees, Godot official made a horrible half-assed apology. The first paragraph condemned the harassment and abuse being directed towards the staff and community. Zero responsibility. Declaring yourself woke when there are so many angry anti-woke outrage mobs on the net is you poking the hornet's nest. It's an insanely idiotic move from a social media manager who should have known better. The volume of negative engagement apparently overwhelmed the moderation efforts to the point where innocent people are blocked. Another reason why your social media manager sucks. They're not aware that being blocked is a medal of honor to these bigots, and hidden replies are just spotlights for replies. These social media managers are bad at their job. Blocking these accounts do not make your community safe. It makes your social media managers feeling safe. The biggest problem that I have with Godot Engine being woke and then mass blocking everyone is not because they are woke or that they champion gay rights or that they are being political. My issue is that they don't actually fight for what they believe. They just block people and run away. I mean, bigotry is something that people should fight, right? If I'm in Godot's position and someone tells me I'm being political, I'll tell them that being a queer game developer shouldn't be political. It is political, but it shouldn't. That's a much better response than blocking them. Or if you are a brand account, just ignore them. Don't argue with people online. Let them take the L. Blocking them is a cowardly move. These bigots love it when you block them. That, in my opinion, is the biggest problem of the woke movement. Their activists are cowards. They don't defend their ideas and always resort to blocking people with the slightest disagreement. The only reason your movement is successful is because you have power and you abuse it every day. Jeez, that Godot Discord is a hoopla and a half. So let's move on to other gaming discourses that are just as dumb. Ghost of Tsushima is about to receive a standalone sequel, Ghost of Yotei. As much as I love Tsushima, I'm actually less excited for Yotei because it's a PS5 exclusive, and I am not buying a PS5 for this. Others are less excited because the main actress goes on a blocking spree, has some dumb political takes, and wants to screw Pokemon. Wait, what? Why is that a condemnable offense? They're fictional monsters. Sean Layden said if you don't like it, don't buy it. It's just entertainment. I mean, he said it. You don't have to buy it. Sounds fair enough to me. This guy doesn't want to see female-led media ever again. He has been conditioned by the media to become a misogynist. That's a lie. You already are. The game industry sucks, but don't blame your misogyny on them conditioning you. Stop being online and go outside. I don't think Yotei having a female protagonist is a condemnable sin, but I do think that being a PS5 exclusive is. And that's why PC gamers wait for these PS5 exclusives to hit Steam. At least the PC is guaranteed to exist for several decades because people actually use PCs for reasons other than gaming. Then again, the same thing can be said to smartphones, and their market annihilates the gaming market today. But let's get back to PlayStation giving games to PC gamers. God of War Ragnarok just got a PC port from Sony, and the charts are concerning to the fanboys. PC gamers do not deserve PlayStation games. They don't buy games, they just play the cracked version. Wait, why are you pointing out the mixed reviews? Either the game has technical issues at launch, or the game is a largely inferior sequel. And no, 30,000 people on Steam compared to the 10,000 sailors is a good indicator that PC gamers buy games and not leech off of Amelie. The Steam charts are not that bad in terms of stats. 30,000 people playing at an all-time peak is great. What numbers do you expect this game to have? 50,000? 100,000? For a game that's inferior to the last one? Even so, 30,000 is still a lot. To say that the game bombed on PC is ludicrous. Yeah, there are lots of pirates cracking this game, but the vast majority of PC gamers still bought it, and there are no reasons for Sony to stop giving us PC games. Sony porting their games on PC is one of the few good decisions that they made lately, but not for the console fanboys because that appeals to PC gamers, and PC gamers are dumb. This meme talks about PC peasant gamers in a nutshell that bought ridiculously expensive PC parts and had the gall to call a PS5 Pro expensive. Yes, because you can do many other things on a PC other than games. A $700 to $810 PS5 Pro is overkill when the PS5 is a lot cheaper. It's weaker, but you really aren't going to notice it. Most PC gamers do not even have this level of hardware. These are the specs that a 3D animator would have, and most people are not 3D animators. This person said that console gaming is more comfortable because you play on the couch and TV. Okay, but you can do that with a PC or laptop. Also, they're playing without distraction of porn on the other monitor. Then don't have them there? Why do you have porn on the second monitor? You know what else is a distraction? Your phones. You console gamers have them. Otherwise, you'll be spending your time playing games than defending a billion-dollar corporation. Let's conclude this barrage of hooplas with another tech hoopla. People are more careful on the internet these days, but they're still not very bright in some key areas. This person shared a DLC unlocking tool for EA games, but the recipient couldn't unzip it. Just download 7-Zip, it's free. For some reason, instead of sharing the download links for those programs, they just shared the EXE file directly, and the other person is not trusting that. Okay, that's a good instinct to have, but then the person looked up WinRAR on Microsoft Store and concluded that WinRAR is not a real program. Yeah, I guess this person has never heard of WinRAR. I personally use 7-Zip, but still. Despite being made fun of on Twitter X, the person justified their decision by pointing out Sonic.exe, NoEscape.exe, and Pony.exe. If I recall correctly, those are creepypastas. They're not computer viruses. This is one of the rare instances where a person clueless on tech is on the right track, but for wrong reasons. I applaud them for being careful, but they do need to look up what WinRAR is, or just use 7-Zip. And that's all for the video today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to the end, here's a kitty for you. And also, huge thanks to all these wonderful sponsors. You are all fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then check out the links down below, just $1. And you have supported this channel a lot. Seriously, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my ABB Show stream channel, link down below. Go subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.